Hey there, it's Sam the Credit Frog, and today I'm super excited because I just received the Delta Reserve Card from American Express, Boeing 747 edition. And so today we're going to go ahead and do an unboxing of this card. Now for full disclosure, I already opened this box in order to blank out some personal information, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open the box, show you the card, do some things with the card, as well as look inside deeper into the box to see if there's anything that's different from a typical Delta Reserve card. Of course, if you like this kind of video, make sure to leave a like on my channel to make sure that you let me know that you like this kind of content. Subscribe if you like credit card content, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our weekly content. So again, it comes in this purple box here, and what the first thing I want to show you is that actually when you open the box, they give you a nice layout of all the different Delta hubs in the world, and so it's a really cool thing to see. So you can see that there is from Atlanta all the way down to Boston, and those are really cool to see. So I know you've all been waiting for the unboxing of this card, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And so 3, 2, 1, bam, and there she is. This is the, again, American Express Delta Reserve Card. That is the Boeing 747 edition. I am going to take this out here and move it up into the light here so you can see it. So that's kind of what that looks like in full detail there. The first thing I do want to point out with this card is that it is actually a lot lighter than what I expected. For example, the American Express Platinum is another premium card from American Express. It's very heavy, but this one feels much lighter. The second thing is that this card, if you look very closely, it's got this kind of matte black pattern. It's very premium looking still, even though it's not as heavy feeling, and does feel like there's some metal in it as well. The silver portion is actually very shiny and very sleek, and so this card really does live up to its hype, and I really do enjoy this kind of design on the card. On the back here, it's kind of the typical stuff you'd expect, but what's really cool, if you look at the bottom of this card, it says, made with 25% metal from a retired Boeing 747 aircraft. So that is a really cool thing to see. If you look at the card too, it's a little bit flimsier. If I kind of go like this and I kind of pull it, you can kind of see it bends a little bit. It's not as sturdy as the other metal cards. And so that kind of goes along with the lightness that we just described. So I do want to do a drop test here. And of course, it's not going to be easy to do that without a comparison. So I do have an American Express Platinum card as well. So I'll do the Platinum card first to show you what that sounds like. And here's the Delta Reserve card. Okay, I'll do that one more time for you guys just to get that sound. You can kind of see that it's a little bit flatter when this card is dropped on the table. We're going to bring this card back in a second, but let's kind of move this back into view here. Okay, the second thing I want to do is make sure that we weigh this card because I want to show you how much lighter it is as opposed to the other cards. So I'll put this to the side for one moment. Let's bring in our kitchen scale here. I'm going to put this out of the way so it's not showing the light. And turn this on. Okay, so we're going to start actually with the Platinum card just to give you a comparison, base comparison. And so here we go. As we know, this is a 17-gram card, so that's what that shows. I do also want to show you the Gold card too, because that is actually important to show you to give a weight comparison. That's going to be about 15 grams. And then if I go ahead and put the Delta SkyMiles Reserve card on there, the 747 edition, that's going to be about 12 grams. So it actually is a lot lighter than the other two metal cards from American Express that I just showed you, the Platinum and the Gold card. Just going to move this out of the way for now. And let's kind of move back to the box here. I do actually want to show you something in this envelope that's really cool. Put this over here for a second. That is different. So you can see that this envelope typically carries the things you'd normally expect: your credit score, your terms and conditions, your additional benefits, yada, yada, yada. But what's cool is this one pamphlet here that's specific to this Delta Reserve card. And I'll show it to you kind of in its glory first, and then I'm going to read it to you a little bit in more detail. So it says, experience the legacy of the Delta Boeing 747 through augmented reality. Explore your card's wings to wallet journey through an augmented reality experience created exclusively for card members with the limited edition Boeing 747 Delta SkyMiles Reserve Card design. And you can see here there's a website you can go to. So to begin your augmented reality journey, go to https go.mx/747. So I would highly recommend checking this website out just because I did it already. Didn't do it to a certain degree of detail, but it is a really cool website that shows you a cool history lesson of the Delta 747, and it's really well made. So definitely check that website out. There's also a QR code down here, but that didn't really work for me, so just go to that website. So I'll put that here up on the screen as well, so you can check that out. This is actually the back of the card, you can see, or back of the pamphlet. This is the Delta SkyMiles card you can see here, and it says, after nearly 30 years in operation, Delta ship number 6307 lives on as a piece of your limited edition Boeing 747 Delta SkyMiles Reserve Card design. And of course has an asterisk. The Boeing 747 design is made with 25% metal from a retired Boeing 747 aircraft. So I'm just going to put this down here to show you what that is. Go ahead and pause the video if you want to take a closer look at what that says. I'm going to zoom out here to show you the whole pamphlet. Okay, so that's kind of what was in this envelope that's different. So definitely is really cool that they have this augmented reality experience, as well as the technical specifications of the card too. So finally, we just want to go through the cards in the back of the box. Now, the cards actually do a really good job explaining the kind of benefits that come with this card. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we go. I'll put this off again to the side. Okay. So the first pamphlet says, come see the world with us. You can see you open it up. You get a little checklist to help you make sure you get the most out of your card, as well as a QR code and website to show your membership guide. So that's cool. This actually is a picture of Whistler, British Columbia in Vancouver, as YVR is the airport code for Vancouver. This card here says, don't wait at the gate, and is a picture of the Delta Sky Club here at Washington, D.C. in DCA. And it says, complimentary Delta Sky Club access. You can see that there is that plus Centurion Lounge access. What's really important is the bottom portion here where it says you can also share the experience with 2 Delta Sky Club one-time guest passes each year to accompany family and friends when they also fly Delta. So make sure you take advantage of that benefit. The next one is your shortcut to medallion status. So this is the Delta's reward system. Basically, they have a status boost and MQD waiver. The status boost, of course, is when you earn 15,000 MQMs after you spend $30,000 in purchases on the card each calendar year, up to 4 times per year. The other benefit is the MQD waiver, where with the medallion qualifying dollar waiver, you can actually waive the MQD requirement, and if you spend $25,000 in purchases on your card in a calendar year. The next card here shows a Delta airplane, and it's basically just saying that there's 3x miles on Delta purchases, which is good, but it's not really that good comparatively to the AMEX Platinum, which gives you 5x points max on flights. Fly with a +1. This is really important. This is actually one of the best benefits of the Delta Reserve Card. It actually goes ahead and tells you that there's a companion certificate that you get that can qualify for a domestic first class, Delta Comfort Plus, or main cabin round trip companion certificate that you get each year upon renewal of this card. So it's not in the first year, but the second year and the year after that, you will get one companion certificate to use. And that can almost always get rid of the annual fee if you use it right. The next is up your upgrade priority. Basically, it just says with this card, you actually will receive an upgrade priority over current medallion members with the same status and fare class when you fly. This card says ease through security and customs, and that's just going to go over your free fee credit for global entry or TSA pre-check, so $100 every 4 years. A lot of cards have this now, so that's not anything super special. The next card says your card can help coordinate that. There's actually a concierge that can help you with everything Delta or American Express related, so that's cool. And the last thing is experience membership together, and what that shows is basically share more, explore more. You can get additional card members. Now, there is a fee for that. It's $175 per additional card user, so keep that in mind if you decide to get an authorized user for this card. Okay, so that's going to do it for this video. I just want to give you one last look at this card, just kind of up close and personal. You can see that this card, again, is very premium feeling, very shiny. It's really a cool souvenirs item. I'm really happy I got this card. Of course, if you saw my Watch Me Apply video, I'm not going to really use this physical card. I'm going to keep it in its most pristine condition, just as a collector's item, and just make sure to get the sign-up bonus, and then we'll kind of see where it goes from there. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate all of you kind of sticking here to the end. And of course, hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all in my next video.